gonna hope that's not gonna fall. Hello, happy Monday. So I still need to edit last week's vlog and get that up, but I have a few errands to run first, so I'm gonna do that, and hopefully it won't take me too long. But once again, have my coffee in hand, so I'm good to go. So I'm obviously home and done with my errands. I've actually been editing my video, which is why I have these glasses on. I haven't talked about them in a video yet, but they are blue light blocking glasses. I bought them with my own money, but they're supposed to block the blue light and make it so I don't really get headaches from staring at a computer screen all the time. So they're really good for editing and for writing as well, and I like them a lot so far. But I finally finished editing my vlog, so it's gonna go up on Tuesday because I was out of town yesterday, so I didn't get the chance to edit it in time for Monday. But I wanted to talk about what I'm starting off the week with reading. So first of all, my audiobook is Daughter of the Siren Queen by Trisha Levenseller. This is kind of like a steamy pirate story. It's the sequel to Daughter of the Pirate King, which I liked a lot, and I'm 9 chapters into this, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish it. If I'm able to listen to an audiobook at work tomorrow, then maybe tomorrow. If not, maybe the day after. It depends on what job I'm doing and if I can listen to an audiobook. But I do also have to clean my room, so I could definitely listen to this while I'm doing that, which would be great because I want to get further into it. My goal this week is to get a lot of reading done. I also have a lot of other stuff that I need to do this week, so I don't know if that will happen. But for my physical read, I'm just coming off of DNFing 2 books, and I'm trying, fingers crossed it will work out, but I'm trying to read With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo, and I'm currently on page 29, and I'm liking it a lot. It has really short chapters, it's very quick, and I feel like I'm engaged in the story right away, which is what I want with a contemporary. I want to feel for the characters and want to get to know them, and this is definitely a character that I would like to get to know. So obviously I'm not too far into it, but it is about a teen mom, and it is about cooking, and she's in high school, she's in her senior year, and that's all I really know. But like I said, so far it's good, and I like her writing, so everything is looking great. Now I don't really know what audiobook I'm planning on listening to next when I'm done with Daughter of the Pirate Queen, Siren Queen. I wonder how many times I'm going to mess that up, but I'll have to take a look at my shelves and see what I want to do next. But I do have plans for my physical read, so I think the next book that I'm going to be picking up, not sure if it's this order, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Graceling by Kristen Kishore. I was actually going to unhaul this. I just went and got it out of my garage, but the reason that I decided not to unhaul it is because Hannah just read it and she like fell in love with it. So I've been dying for a fantasy that I can fall in love with, and I'm hoping that this will come and be my savior, and I'll find something that I'm really going to like. So she has been encouraging Zoe and I endlessly to pick this up, so now I'm gonna do it. The other book that I'm hoping to read this week is On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I don't know why I haven't read this yet, but I feel like it's about time that I did. I've heard some amazing things about it, and I just want to know all about Bree and her story, and anything new by Angie Thomas I'm definitely going to like. So like I said, audiobook, I don't know what my plans are next. I know that I want to get to those 3, and then I think I'm gonna have to kind of take a look and figure out a plan and see what I would like to get to next. Maybe probably a fantasy, but I don't really know. We shall see. That one's up in the air. But for now, I'm going to clean my room and do the thumbnail maybe for my vlog, but I think I might just be done with it for today and do that stuff tomorrow. But tidying up my room is definitely in order, so that's gonna happen now. Hello and happy Thursday. So it is 11:30 in the morning. I've been to the gym, I've been to the dentist. It has been a busy day. I haven't vlogged in 2 days because I just was kind of having a couple of blah days where I just didn't really feel like doing anything, and I was just feeling down, so I didn't want to vlog, and yeah. But today I'm feeling a lot better, and today I want to clean my room, but actually my first priority is to finish this book. Today is the last day of February, so I want to try and get one more read in there, kind of sneak it in there, so then tomorrow when I plan on filming my wrap up, I will be able to talk about it. But my room is in like desperate need of a cleaning, so that needs to happen. So I'm gonna have some lunch, read some more of this. I'm on page, oh, I don't even know because I was reading it while I was having a bath, so I lost my page, but I think I was on page 200, and it's about like 350 pages, so I should be able to finish it today if I set my mind to it, which is what I'm gonna try and do. So I'm still working on reading this. I've just discovered, so recently I started listening to Sims music while I read because I always listen to different like instrumentals. I really like listening to Disney instrumentals while I read, but I was like, Sims music is good. So I started trying to listen to that and I was really enjoying that, and then I tweeted about it and one of you told me that you listen to Animal Crossing music, and I was like, great idea. So I've been listening to Animal Crossing music and reading this, and I am on page 291, so almost read 100 more pages and then I should be done soon. It's actually about 400 pages. This is a long book for like a contemporary, and really not one where there's a ton of action. I'm kind of surprised at how long it is, and I have to admit one of my gripes is the pacing for it, but I do really love the characters and everything else about it. But the pacing is a little bit off for me, but I'm going to take a break at 2, so in about an hour, and I'm going to clean my room and everything, listen to an audiobook while I'm doing that, but I still think I should be able to finish this today, so fingers crossed. Oh, look, a visitor. Hi. So it's shortly after 2, but I finished with The Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo, and I really enjoyed it in the end. I did have some issues with the pacing, but overall, I felt like Emily was a great character you could really root for and just love her. And the whole time, I was just waiting for her to take control of her life and put herself first for once. And I just loved the character development that she went through. And I loved all the characters in general. I thought this was so rich and just vibrant as a story. The recipes and the cooking and the fact that she was taking this culinary class, and that's kind of what the story centers around. You know, I've always read a lot of books where the characters are in high school and there's this class that they take and it's really important to them, and it's kind of that pivotal moment that changes them is taking that class, and oftentimes it's an English class or a writing class. So I really like the fact that this put a culinary arts class at the forefront, because I've never read anything like that before. I do have a book on my TBR actually that I believe deals with baking a little bit more, but reading this made me really want to get to that. But overall, I think this was great, and it was a nice book to read. It was very enjoyable, and I read it fairly quickly, so I'm very happy with that. But now that I've finished that, I need to go and clean my room. So I just started cleaning, but I also have a couple of packages to unbox. So first I have this Everlasting Rose package, which is from Disney Books, so let's dive into this one. So the Everlasting Rose is the sequel to The Bells. Oh, so in here there's like an actual rose in a vase? Confusing. Vase, vase, I don't know. So it's a little bit crushed, but it's really pretty. So this is coming out on March 5th, and this says, welcome back to the world of the bells, where beauty is power and power is everything. And then of course there's a finished copy of the book, which is actually quite a bit smaller than the other one, but this is the Everlasting Rose. I love the cover. It's really pretty, and the spines are so cool too because they're very floral. I've never like seen spines like this. The maps in these books are so gorgeous. So thank you so much to Disney Books for the package. Next I have a package from HarperCollins Frenzy, because after going to the Frenzy Presents event last weekend, I heard about a bunch of books that were coming out and I requested some arcs that I was excited about. So let's see what I've got. So first we have A Dress for the Wicked by Autumn Krause. This is coming out in August. I can't believe that I already have an August release. Like, August feels like centuries away. But it was described as being like Project Runway, which is very intriguing to me, and that's just, I love that idea. Oh, it's also saying for fans of The Bells and the Lux series, so perfect. I just talked about The Bells. Next is Nocturna by Maya Motain. Sorry if I said that wrong, but this is a new fantasy that's coming out that is based on the author's Dominican heritage, so it's an own voices fantasy, and I just love that. I cannot wait to get to this. It's also about a face shifter. That's amazing, so we shall see. Next is Hello Girls by Brittany Cavallaro and Emily Henry. They are the authors of, so Brittany Cavallaro has the Charlotte Holmes series, which I read the first book and I do want to continue with it. I just haven't yet, but I do really like that. I liked the first book that I read, and then Emily Henry wrote A Million Junes, which I also really enjoyed. So the fact that the two of them are collaborating is something that I'm very excited about. And when they were talking about this at Frenzy Presents, it just made me want to read it, because it's about these girls who, like, basically it sounds like their families are criminals, or their families are just not good people, so they're just like, well, we're just gonna run away together in a stolen car. So the options are endless, and I'm so intrigued. And the final book that I have here is The Beholder by Anna Bright. This was described as being like The Bachelor, and I've loved that. Like, that's my guilty pleasure. I haven't watched this past season, but like things like that I do enjoy. Like the selection, thoroughly enjoyed it. I feel like maybe if I read it now now, I might not have enjoyed it as much, but I love me a good swoon-worthy romance, okay? So that sounds like it's what I'm going to get here. So literally the main character goes on a trip where she just meets a series of potential suitors and she has to come home engaged. So she's just meeting all these boys and it's like, will I fall in love with one of them? Will I fall in love with 12 of them? We'll see. I just think this is gonna be really fun, and I'm finding that like romances and kind of steamy things are what is getting me out of my reading slump, so that's exciting. So this one is coming out in June, and then I forgot to tell you guys when any of the other ones were coming out. This is coming out in August, and then this one is coming out in May. So keep your eyes peeled for these books coming out soon, and thank you very much to Frenzy Presents for sending these to me. Now I really need to go and clean my room because I cannot put it off any longer. So my room is clean for the most part, I should say. I mean, I do have a pair of pants on my bed, but I like just took them off and changed into my sweatpants that don't match at all, but they're comfy. But I'm just sitting down, I just had dinner, and I kind of want to read some more. But I was planning on picking up Graceling by Kristen Kishore. I feel like even though Hannah and I don't generally like a lot of the same books, I still want to try them out because I do still trust her opinion, as weird as that sounds. So Graceling is one of the ones that she read recently that she really enjoyed. I just don't think I want to pick up a fantasy. I think I want to go for one of the contemporaries that's on my TBR. I'm just not sure which one yet. I also kind of want to try and get to one of the arcs that I have because I've got so many. I keep them on a shelf in my closet, so these are ones that are already out. I just have the arcs still, but these are ones that are coming out soon that I need to read. So I have them in order of release date. So I have from March to August here, and I think I'm gonna go for, I don't know, I kind of want to read Hello Girls because that one sounds really intriguing, but it also doesn't come out for a very long time, so I'll feel bad about that. But I also feel like I'm kind of wanting to pick up On the Come Up, so I might go for this. I also kind of want to pick up a Romanov because this is historical fiction, and I love historical fiction for winter, but I haven't read any. I've had so much that I've been saving for winter, and I haven't read any, and winter is like over, so that was a major fail, but I feel like it went by so quickly. I do feel like I'm starting to get out of my reading slump. I feel like I'm starting to feel really excited about reading again, and my reading slump, I feel like made it seem like reading was a chore, and a lot of that I honestly do blame on BookTube, which sounds ridiculous, but when you are a bookish influencer or whatever, when you are a bookstagrammer or a book blogger or a booktuber, your reading is no longer just about you. People are really influencing what you're reading, and not in a bad way, but really invested in what you're reading. People want to know your opinions, and you want to be keeping up with the new releases, and suddenly picking a book to read feels like such a huge monumentous decision because there's so many people and so many factors involved in it. So I think that's part of the reason why my reading slump started, and another reason is just because reading slumps happen, you know, especially when you're reading stuff that you don't fully enjoy. Reading slumps are gonna happen. So DNFing has honestly been a lifesaver. It has made me so motivated to pick up stuff again because the books that I'm picking are ones that I do want to continue reading. Like, I'm not just trudging through them for the sake of reading them. I'm actually excited about reading them. So it's been really interesting. I don't think I'm fully ready for a fantasy yet. I know I've read King of Scars, but like that one, I mean, I already knew the world. I just don't know if I'm ready to learn about a whole new fantasy world. So I'm gonna have to go through my shelves, see what I have, and make my decision from there. I also need to plan out a couple of videos for tomorrow, and Drag Race is on tonight, so like I need to get started on stuff is what I have established. Look how clean my room is. It's all ready for me to film tomorrow. Aw, yeah. So I'm going to try starting with Hello Girls because it's pretty short, and I kind of want to try and build a momentum so then I can try and keep the momentum going and like trick myself into feeling like, yeah, you're killing it, because right now I'm feeling like I'm killing it with reading, so I would like to continue to have that be my mindset. So it's been about an hour and I'm about 60 pages into this, so it has been a quick read, but I was very confused by the first chapter and I still am kind of confused by it. I feel like it's going to take me a little bit to get into. I'm definitely intrigued and interested in the characters, so I'm going to keep on going with it. Happy Friday! I have a towel on my head again because I went to boxing this morning and I'm hoping to film this afternoon, so I had to shower. I'm really trying to not straighten my hair, not even curl any of it. I'm just trying to embrace my natural hair, which is why I've really been rocking the half up, half down look a lot, because the reason why I would curl parts of my hair, I would always curl parts of the top layer because the bottom half of my hair would curl fine, but the top half never would. So I've been putting it up, which I know like isn't gonna help it curl on its own, but I don't know. I'm just really wanting to help my hair just like do what it's gonna do. The cats are doing everything. What is happening here? I need to make my bed. Oh, bless you! Bless you! I need to make my bed, but obviously I can't do that with 6 million cats on my bed, and by 6 million I mean 2 of them are on my bed. Anyways, I'm gonna go and put some product in my hair and then let it air dry because that's when it looks the best, and then I'm going to do some stuff while it's drying and then I'm gonna film. So I've gotten further with Hello Girls. I've been waking up naturally at 7:30 even when I don't need to work, which I think is because I get up for work at like 4, so 7:30 feels luxurious and like I'm sleeping in. But I got up and looked at my phone a little bit, but for the most part I read. And even last night I really wanted to just kind of like watch Netflix, do whatever, but I ended up actually getting up to page 100 before I even went to bed last night for this. So I feel so proud of myself. Yesterday was such a great reading day, and it's not even like I spent all day reading, so I just feel really great about that. I read like 200 pages of the one book and finished it, and then I read 100 pages of another book. Like, reading slump, who's she? I don't know her. So now, like I said, I did some reading this morning and I am on page 174, so I'm more than halfway through and I think I should be able to finish this, if not today, then tomorrow. I'm just really excited that I was able to read so much more, and I feel like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel of this never-ending reading slump, so it makes me really happy. So it's already 1 p.m. and I don't think I'm gonna end up filming today. I was feeling really motivated to film, but I kind of just want to read this, and I'm not even like really in love with the story. I'm just so intrigued about what's happening because there are so many things happening in this book that I'm like, this is a wild ride, and I just want to see what the end game is. I have no clue what it is, so it just makes me want to keep going, even though I wouldn't say I'm loving it, but I'm just so intrigued, honestly, is the only way I can think to describe it. So I think I'm going to continue with that. Right now I'm just doing a little bit of editing and I'm going to upload today's video because I'm going back to my Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. I'd originally changed it to be Monday, Thursday, Saturday. That was it. See, I don't even know it. The reason why I changed it is because we have Bookmarked on Friday, so if I have Bookmarked on my channel and then I also have uploaded a video, sometimes one can hurt the other, but I just don't like uploading on Saturdays. I really don't like it at all. Weekends are just for me, so having to spend Saturdays like making sure my upload is ready and blah blah blah, and obviously that's also stuff that I could do on Friday, but like I don't always get to it. So my plan, since I'm not going to film today, is to film on Monday. I'm going to have everything planned out, and on Mondays I don't go to boxing, so I don't think I work, so I'll be able to wake up and just get to filming right away, which will be great. But I got some book mail that I've already unboxed. So I got Warrior of the Wild by Trisha Levenseller, which I had pre-ordered. Trisha Levenseller is the author of the Daughter of the Pirate King duology, which I just read the second book last week, really enjoyed it. So I think this is definitely going to be on my March TBR. I'm hoping it's kind of like a Daughter of the Pirate King in terms of the fact that the romance was like really steamy, fun to read. So I'm hoping that this will have that element as well, but it's about like god hunters, which is super intriguing to me. Never read anything like that before, so I will probably listen to the audiobooks since I enjoyed her other book on audio so much. But I'm gonna get this video uploaded so then I can read. So it's 10 o'clock and I'm about to go to bed. I did end up finishing Hello Girls, so I read it in less than 24 hours, which makes me really happy because I feel like it's been so long since I've done that. But I got to like 70% of the way through and I realized that I wasn't really enjoying it. I was just so intrigued because I had no clue where the storyline was gonna go, but I have really mixed feelings about it. Like, I felt like overall the concept seemed strong and that was a big thing that pulled me into the story, but the execution of it, I just felt like the two authors, their voices were way too similar to be writing two different characters. I kept on kind of getting them mixed up, and then the characters were trying really hard to be something and the story was trying really hard to be something, and it just didn't really work for me. It's definitely one that I need to mull over my thoughts a little bit to actually formulate them into good sentences. Struggle. So now that I'm done this, I'm not really sure what I'm going to pick up. That's like the biggest problem when I finish a book, is I have no clue what I want to read next because I want to read everything. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. It's like 8:30, I think. I don't know. I plan on just having a lazy Saturday. I don't really have plans for today or the weekend at all. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but today I plan on starting my day with a little bit of reading. I didn't end up picking any of this up before bed. I just ended up passing out. So I'm hoping that I'll start it now and have a little bit of my coffee and then get ready for whatever I'm gonna do today, which is probably nothing. So we'll just ignore my hair because I'm just waiting for it to dry, so it looks like limp ramen noodles on my head at the moment. But I'm 62 pages into the geography of Lost Things. I took off the dust jacket because I was reading it and having a bath, so I didn't want to ruin my dust jacket. But I'm really happy with the fact that I've been able to like read these books so quickly. I feel like I've been doing so well and I'm so excited about reading again, and it is just, it's such a relief. So I don't really have too many thoughts on this so far because I'm not very far into it. I feel like it's going to be kind of like a cutesy romance because it's kind of like a hate to love sort of thing because she's going on a road trip with her ex-boyfriend, which I just feel like is the setup for something great. So I'm really excited to see where the story is going to go, and it's moving pretty quickly. For the beginning, I have to say, definitely no lulls. It's almost a little bit too quick, but I'm gonna give it a bit more. I do understand why the pacing is what it is. It's just making it a little bit difficult to get attached to the characters because it's moving very quickly. But I feel like once they're on the road, it might slow down a bit and I'll learn a little bit more about them. So I'm about to head out, but I wanted to update you guys really quickly. So I am 150 pages into this and I'm enjoying it so far, but I'm eager to get further into it and really learn more about the characters. That's my biggest gripe right now, but it is very intriguing. Also, I feel like that seems like the buzzword with books that I've been reading recently, but like I just want to be intrigued by what I'm reading. Is that too much to ask? Hey everyone, so it's Sunday night. I was going to vlog today and I did have some stuff vlogged today, but what I was vlogging today was the fact that I got a TBR cart, but that went tragically wrong. I got a lemon of a TBR cart, which people didn't know what that meant. I mean like how you get a lemon of a car, like it's not working. It's not what it's supposed to be, so the shelves are all wonky, blah blah blah. So I'm going to try and include that in my next reading vlog for you guys. But I just wanted to quickly wrap up this week's vlog and I'll let you know my ratings for all the books that I read this week. So as per usual, I'll only be giving you my ratings. If you wanted more thoughts, I will be giving those in my end of the month wrap up. So the first book that I finished, for some reason in this vlog I thought that I read it last week. I don't know. I had a weird couple of days this week. Tuesday and Wednesday were weird. So I finished Daughter of the Siren Queen by Trisha Levenseller, which I gave a 4 out of 5 stars, maybe a 3.75, but I'm pretty sure 4. It's just a really enjoyable series. It was a fun conclusion. It was also like really action-packed. So you get the action, you get the steamy romance. The romance is kind of the main reason why I read this series, to be honest, but it does also have more going for it, which I like. I loved the action that was going on and the characters and everything. It was all just a really enjoyable pirate book and I had a good time reading it, so I was satisfied. I just gave you more thoughts on this one because I forgot that I read it this week apparently. After that I finished With the Fire and High by Elizabeth Acevedo, which I gave a 4 out of 5 stars as well. And this is coming out on May 7th. And the final book that I finished this week was Hello Girls by Brittany Cavallaro and Emily Henry, and this I gave a 2 out of 5 stars. Maybe a 2.5. I still honestly am trying to process it. And this one is coming out on August 6th. And I'm still making my way through the Geography of Lost Things by Jessica Brody, so I think I'm on page like 230, I believe, so I'm making progress. But I hope you guys enjoyed this week's reading vlog. I'm trying to keep my vlogs at around 20 to 25 minutes. I feel like that's kind of a sweet spot for time, so I hope that's good with you guys, and I plan on doing some more reading this coming week. I'm really happy with how this week went, even though I didn't follow the initial plan that I had set at the beginning of the week as far as the books that I was going to read. I'm glad that I listened to myself and am I'm just kind of listening to what I feel like picking up and just picking up whatever, because I feel like that's helping me out of my reading slump, and I feel like the end is near. So thank you guys so much for watching this week's reading vlog, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!